Alright, hey guys, I figured since I was going to be doing my makeup, I might as well film it and show you what I was going to do. So I'm going to start with my eyes because I know I'm going to be doing a brown smoky eye, so to prevent any fallout messing up my foundation, I'm going to start with my eyes. I prep them by putting concealer all over them to cancel out any discoloration, and then I buff that out with a beauty blender, and then I will set that with a light eyeshadow. Today I'm going to be using the Swamp Queen Palette. And I just go in with a shader brush and set my eyelids with the shade Big Baby. Then I'm going to go in with a Morphe 330 and start building up my crease with the shade Natural Peaches. Then I take a Morphe M433 and deepen it a little with the shade Sweet Tea, which is actually the bronzer, but hey, makeup has no rules, do what you want. Then I go in with an even smaller brush, which is in Morphe 321 and the shade Dogman, and continue to deepen up my crease. It's all about layering, it's all about building with smoky eyes, it's all about blending. And then I'm just gonna go and blend that out with no extra product, so we have no harsh lines. All over my lid, I'm going to be taking the shade Sippy Sippy, and I'm just going to dip into that with just a flat shader brush of any kind. Elf has a really good one for $1. Blending some more. Blending, blending, and more blending. I have to go back in a couple times with the shade Sippy Sippy because all of the blending the shade kind of gets lost in the look, and you have to go in and redefine it. More blending, blending. If you try a smoky eye, just be patient with yourself. It's a lot of time, it's a lot of work, it's a lot of blending. Just if it doesn't look good, just keep going. I actually didn't like this eye look until the very end. I just sprayed a brush with some MAC Thick Plus and went into Sippy Sippy again because, again, I was just losing the shade and all of the blending I was doing. Set my concealer with the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in the shade Ethereal. And then I'm going to do some more blending because that's all I do in this look. Then I'm going to start on my lower lash line doing the exact same thing I did in my crease on my lower lash line. Just building up some color, blending, color, blending, lots of blending, some more color, then blending. Then I'm going to go in and do my eyebrows. This is the L'Oreal Brow Stylist, I believe, in the shade Brunette. Those up with a small definer brush and some concealer and buff that out with my finger. I'm going to set them with a tinted brow gel. I do believe this one is also from L'Oreal. I'm going to start them in on my highlight with the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops in the shade Celestial and set that with some powder highlight from the Anastasia Glow Kit. I then am going to contour with a Real Techniques contour brush and a Makeup Geek contour powder. Don't ask me what shade it is, it's just the lightest one, that's all I know. Then I'm going to go into the Becca X Jaclyn Hill palette and use the blush Amaretto. Then I'm going to highlight my inner corners with the shade Sassy Bun from the Swamp Queen Palette. This was my first time using the palette and I really did like it. I then am going to curl my lashes and apply some falsies. I used the Ardell Style 600. This was the first time I used them, so they gave me a little bit of trouble, so I did not show you. Then I'm just going to blend my eyelashes with some mascara. I'm going to go into my lips with the MAC Pro Longer Lip Liner in the shade Hover, and then fill them in with the MAC Matte Lipstick in the shade Persistence. And that's the finished look. Remember, if you try this, it's a lot of blending. It takes quite a lot of time, but just be patient with yourself. Remember that at the end of the day, it's makeup. It does wash off. All right, guys, I hope you have a fantastic 4th of July weekend.